Okay, welcome to lab 9. In this lab, we are going to uh, search through the whole system to look for files with special permissions like the GUID and the SUID, sorry, and the SGID. Uh, Normally, these files are usually, if misconfigured, can be a point of weakness into the system. So we will try to manage this type of files in this lab. So let's get started. Okay, so back I am in my AMA Linux. Logged back in from the previous work that was done. Clear all that. So right now we are going to search the whole system for this type of files, and then of course we are going to write them in a particular folder, sorry, a particular text file, so that when there are new files of this same order added to the system, we'll be able to make out the difference and then check them out eventually. So now, in order to search for all these files in the system, we're going to perform a sudo find. Let's find through the whole system. That's the meaning of that slash whole system. Files of type. And of course, we files that have permission 4,000, 2,000, or 6,000. So to this then into this file, just give it a particular file name. Let me just call it control.txt. And of course, all the files still searching. There are some that have been given permission denied. So there's some other files if we do v, and of course, let me see. Yes. So that's the file, the control.txt. So if you open that file with v, txt, should be able to see all the files that have this special permissions that have been given. So we can keep a log of that. Can keep it separate, and then when the system is being used, normally some of these files can be created. What we just need to know is what are those new files that have been created in this regard. So I'm just going to log in as a new user, as another user, sorry, like Samson, for instance, and then I'll create one of these files, and then we'll come back and do the difference so that we see what is going on with our system. So it says you just use so that bypass the password stuff. So that is in like Samson, and then let us create a new file. We're going to do touch, and then create a new file. Let us call it index.sh executable for that matter, and then we are going to change permissions of that file so that it should have this special permission on index.sh. Okay. And then we'll just list those files and then we'll see what we get. So let's dash n for this particular file. So you can see that it has some special permissions to it Okay, fine. So at this particular moment, let's assume that this is the file added on the system by another user with this such special permission. So now, as the administrator, how do we know the new files that have come into play? So we are going to exit that, and of course, at this particular moment, we are back to root, and we'll just have to rerun this again, and then we are going to input it into another file. Let me do that again. Just call that Control 2. Sorry, that's put it under Control 2 again. Remember that the difference now will just be that one file. So now that I have the new files again, I can do the difference now to see what is there. So we are just going to set Control C difference between the two. And of course, we see that that difference here is simply a particular file that was created by Samson here. And of course, that file is found in Samson's home. And of course, this is a file. So that is how you can track the difference, like taking a snapshot between the system so that you know what has been added, such files with this special permission that have been added, so that you can take control of what is happening to your system and, of course, review these files that have been added to ensure that there is no security breach there. Thank you for watching. See you next time.